I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lolly's Learning Curve. I am going to be talking about meal management and some little helpful tips to help to save a little bit of money on your grocery bill and to keep things kind of organized while your children are out of school. And of course, during the summer when school is out anyway, I'm hearing a lot about parents kind of complaining that their kids are eating a lot of food while they're at home. And of course, many of you all are working from home and you don't want to be bothered for snacks all day. And you kind of want to prevent your child from overeating, right? So this is a little something that I saw online that I think will be helpful. My children are a little bit smaller, so I prepare all those snacks already. I'm a stay-at-home mom. That's just what I do. But however, there are some parents who are looking for something different to try with their children and who are probably working and, every 5 minutes asking for a snack is not ideal. I like this method because it teaches your child how to manage their portions throughout the day. This kind of helps them to better learn to manage their snacks. So this is typically about what my kids eat. Say this is like the equivalent of 2 snacks, right? For my kids. Now your kids might eat less, your kids might eat more, but this is about 2 snack times worth. So what I have in here, I try to keep it as healthy as possible, but also, my kids might eat different than your kids. So, keep that in mind. So I have in here some grapefruit slices. I have some applesauce. I have a cheese stick. I have banana and apple. And these little junk treats, they're called breakfast mini bites, but I don't see the nutritional value in those. These are organic fruit bars. And I have some Nature's Bakery fig bars. My kids love these. So I keep those in there. Now, I know you noticed the cheese. This is just if your kid is a little bit older or your children are a little bit older and you're able to put this into the refrigerator, then they can go through the refrigerator and get their snacks from there. Otherwise, if you want to just keep this on the countertop, then remove the items that need refrigeration, of course. If you come across items that your children might want that aren't in individual baggies, or you don't want to spend that extra dollar, I'm saying dollar, but sometimes it's extra $3-4 just to get them in an individually wrapped pack. If you don't want to spend the extra money to do that, of course you could just take these from the box and put them into Ziploc bags and just put them in there. If your children need their fruits pre-cut, I recommend that same thing. Cut them up, peel, cut, whatever you do, and put them in the Ziploc bag and put them into the refrigerator. It also helps you to manage your snacks. If you have to give if I was to have to give my kids snacks like this all day, if I was to do this like the night before, have all their snacks already prepared, or in the morning while I'm making breakfast, then I already know what they're going to have for snack time. And so that kind of helps. You can also add a name tag here if you have multiple children, so that they can identify their own snack packs or snack boxes. So this can kind of help remove a lot of the excess of eating and the overeating if you just help them divvy it up. If you want, you can also use a smaller tray. If you're looking at this and you're like, oh, that's too much, guess what? Smaller tray. I got these from Walmart. I think I got a 3-pack of these for like 98 cents. And same with this, it was like a 2 or 3 pack, like $1 and some change maybe. Very inexpensive. So again, you can add a name tag there and they can do it that way. Or you can even look at that. You can just divide it up. Yeah. Morning snack, afternoon snack. Look at that. Even better. Okay, So the next thing that I do is I make a lunch board. So I do this because, well, when I was in school, my children are homeschooled, but when I was in school, we had a lunch calendar and a breakfast calendar. So we, had something to look forward to throughout the week, like Pizza Fridays, and maybe we had burritos on Wednesdays. And so you kind of know what's going on. I like this also because it helps with my children's reading. So, and then they kind of know what to anticipate. So in the morning, they already know what they're going to have for lunch because this is hanging on my refrigerator. It has magnets on the back. I just pop it on there. I got this little board from the Dollar Tree for $1. It comes with a marker and everything, but of course I have my own markers. I try to leave little notes on it, smiley faces, just to try to keep it fun and positive. I use multiple colors to kind of help them differentiate between the different foods and choices. So that's another thing that I do with them. They really like the lunch board because they get to come up and read it, and they're like, oh, we're gonna have this for lunch, and they discuss it amongst themselves. It's so cute. Okay, so that's that. And here is the dinner calendar. I don't do a breakfast calendar because breakfast is pretty easy. It's usually like fruit, pancakes, or French toast, sometimes cereal, oatmeal. Like they let me know what they want for breakfast early in the morning, so I don't really need a calendar for that. But this right here is really the saver. For those of you who are probably still working during this time, outside the house, or even in the home, or just even if you're a stay-at-home mom like I am, this helps me a lot, because guess what? I can plan out my meals and I can kind of budget what we're going to be eating. They know what they're going to have for the week. I kind of keep it the same. However, this board is just like a backup, just in case I don't have any dinner ideas. I know I can just look at the board. I know that I've already shopped for these items. I know that these items are already in my refrigerator and in my freezer and my pantry. So I don't have to go to the store for any last minute items. I don't have to do an Instacart or anything like that. I know that I have it because I've shopped for it already. And this helps to budget things out. I give you an idea of what I'm talking about. For instance, last night was the 24th, and we were supposed to have potato, sausage, and veggies, but we didn't. My children wanted tomato bisque and garlic bread, because I do shop for this, but I also shop for other things, So I bought some tomato bisque and garlic bread, the stuff for it, and I made it. So we had that night. So I didn't have to refer back to my board. But if I didn't know what I was going to make, this right here would just have helped me out. Hey, I'm going to make these potatoes real quick, blah, blah, blah. And you can even like meal prep and put some of this stuff in the freezer and, thaw it out on the day of. I used to do my lentil soup like that. So, and every month I'll change the menu up. So, and another thing that I do is I add certain things. Like for instance, on Saturday, there's nothing here, because if I have the time, I'll add something new to see if they like it. Or say, for instance, on Saturday, I'm like, hey, I wonder if my kids like chili and cornbread or chili and chips, which they do. So I'll add that in there, and then if they like it a lot, it's a hit, I'll add it to the next month's menu so that we can have it next month. That's kind of what I did with the stew. The month prior, I had made a stew on one of my free days, and they really liked it. So I said, okay, let me add it in here, so they know that this month on Wednesdays we have stew. On Tuesday, let's start from the beginning. Sundays we're having rice, veggies, and orange vegan chicken. Tacos on Mondays. I used to do tacos on Tuesdays, but I wanted to change it up a little bit. I usually have leftovers from the tacos, so I make nachos from the leftovers, and then stew. The stew usually has leftovers, and so we usually carry on the leftovers for this day. But if we don't have any leftovers, or the kids are tired of the stew already, because sometimes that happens, we'll just have burgers and fries, I can freeze the remainder of the stew and have it again on the next week. On Friday, we all have pizza. Now, here's the thing also about my family. We're a family of 6. Me and my children practice vegetarianism, I guess you can call it. And so my husband is not. If, for instance, you have a family member or your spouse who is not practicing the same dietary guidelines as you all are, or the same diet that you all are, of course, you can definitely just substitute some of these things out. So when we have our veggie pizza or cheese pizza or whatever we have, my husband can have his meat lovers, pepperoni, sausage, whatever he has. And same thing with veggie burgers, he can have his regular burgers. If I was to make a stew, my husband does not like stew, but if I had a husband who likes stew, I'd make my veggie stew and make him a separate portion, maybe do the stewed beef and stuff on the side. Nachos, same thing. I just kind of do separate. Pasta, everything, you know, you can kind of like add the meat products to it or make a small separate portion. I like to add a little scripture on the bottom of my board just to kind of give me some inspiration throughout the week or the month or however long I'll leave that scripture on there. This time I have Psalms 34:1. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praises shall continually be in my mouth. I like this because I get to see it while it's on my refrigerator. It also has magnets in the back. I got this from Walmart for maybe, I don't remember, maybe a little over $10. I don't think it was over that much, but I've had it for a while. I think it's time for a new one. It's all dinged up. But anyway, so this is what I do. I do this. I've been doing this for a while. I actually got this idea from another YouTuber. Her name is Shanthi. She has a channel called Shanthi's Lifestyle. I'll probably tag her page in the description below. But yeah, this has been very helpful for me. So I hope some of these tips will help you too. The lunch menu and the snack boxes, which I really like. These are really cute. And yeah, so please let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I thank you all for watching. You and your kiddos enjoy yourselves together during this lockdown. I hope that you guys are finding some fun and creative ways to love on each other a little bit more. Thank you so much for watching again, and you have a blessed day.